Salute omnes. Before you begin, I'd like to explain the format here. I changed things a little bit since the week began. On the screen, you will see a little book icon. In the old format that I was going to use, that would link you to an online dictionary. You can't use that, not the way it is set up right now. So if you want to open up that online dictionary, copy this link in your browser. It's very long. Other than that, bye. The story Vilbia is about two sisters who work in their father's tavern. We've never met these sisters before, but they're the focus on the stories from the stage. So let's find out who these sisters are, specifically the main character, the titular character, Vilbia. Before we begin, there's one word highlighted in a blue box, Gariebant, which is not glossed for us. They assume that we know it. You can look it up if you like. Down below there are a few words that are glossed for us. Latronus is the genitive of latro. Latro is the name of the father of the two girls. Diligentiae is again a genitive of diligentia, means hard work or diligence. Minimi is the genitive of minimus, it means very little, but you could have figured that out. And ingressus is one of our vocab words. It's just glossed down there because it's the first time we've seen it. It means having entered. Vilbia et rubria, pocula sordida lavantes, inculina tabernae geriebant. Hae puellae erant filiae latronus. Latro, qui tabernum tenebat, erat vir magnae diligentiae, sed minimi prudentiae. Latro, culinam ingressus, puellas castigabat. In this section, there's a few things that you should watch out for. Loquaciores in the blue box is not glossed for us. It is related to the glossed word locutus. It's got that eor in there. I want you to notice the eor. If loquax means talkative, what would loquacior mean? Cicadi is a word that is not glossed, but it should be. I don't think we've ever seen this before. It means parrot, or parrots in this case. And then there's a phrase quam celerime, which we have seen before. I just want to make sure that if you do look this up, you look it up as the entire phrase and not just by its individual parts. Down below we have locutus, which means having spoken. It's one of our new friends that look like PPPs, but they are translated slightly differently. Multa sunt pocula sordida, eubeo vos, pocula quam celerime lauare, laborate, nolite garire, loquaciores estis quam cicati. Latro, haec verba locutus, exiit. In this section, there's one phrase here, flocci non faciebat, which we've seen before. It's another phrase. If you want to look it up, you have to look it up as in its entirety. We have two words down below glossed for us. Fibula, which is a brooch or a pin, and avide, which means eagerly, which I believe was one of our vocab words. Vilbia tamen, quae pulchra et obstinata erat, patrum flocci non faciebat. Pocula non lavit, sed rubriae fibulam ostendit. Rubria fibulam, quam soror tenebat, avide spectavit. Here there are two words in blue boxes. Velum, we have seen before. This is related to the word volo, but rather than mean I want, it's more like I would like, I wish to. Argentia is a word we've seen cognates of it. I don't believe we've seen argentia by itself. It's a type of metal. And down below we have the word modestus glossed for us. They've been glossing names. I'm not sure why. Modestus, he is a soldier. He is a new character. We are going to be following him around for quite some time. Rubria. Quam pulchra, quam pretiosa est haec fibula mea Vilbia, eam inspecire velum. Quis tibi dedit? Num argentea est? Vilbia. Sane argentea est. Modestus. Miles Romanis. Eam mihi dedit. Notice the word eam here in both Rubria and Vilbia said eam. referring to the pin. Remember, this pronoun, is ea id, can mean he, she, or it. And because Latin has gendered nouns, and fibula is a feminine noun, we have to use eam to refer to it, even though in English we would not say her. 2 words and 1 phrase for us down at the bottom. Qualis. If we were in our classroom, we would see this up on our question words. Qualis means what sort. Here it's referring to what sort of man. Vulnera figunt means pretend to be wounded or invent wounds. And bellum is war. Rubria asks, Qualis est hic miles? Est ne homo mendax, sicut ceteri milites Romani? Multi milites vulnera figunt, quad pericula belli vitare volunt. Modestus quoque ignavus est? Rubria seems to have a bad view of soldiers that come into their tavern. Perhaps Modestus is this type of soldier. In this section, we have 1 word in the blue box, convaluit, which we have seen before, perhaps with Barbilus. It means to get better or to recover. And then down at the bottom, we have precatus, which is one of our vocab words, having prayed. Vilbia responds to Rubria. She says, Ceteri milites mendaces sunt, Modestus probus. Modestus huc venit aeger. Modestus in thermas ingressus aquam sacrum bibit. Modestus deum sulum precatus statum convaluit. So Vilbia, she seems to agree with Rubria that some of these soldiers are not very honest. But what about Modestus? There's a word here in blue, ausum. Ausum is related to audeo, meaning I dare. But ausum is more like I would dare, or in this case, I would not dare. Non-ausum. And then we have quite the vocabulary gloss for us down at the bottom. Huic, this is the dative of hic. We should see this on our green sheet if we were to look. Accurrere means to meet. Quanti, here it's more of a exclamation. Lacertus is a muscle, and a brachia, or brachium, is an arm. If any of you are interested in medicine, when doctors and nurses take your blood pressure, they put the stethoscope on your brachial artery in order to measure the blood pressure. Rubria responds, Dissentire non ausum, quomodo huic tam mirabile milite accuristi. Vilbia, simulac tabernum nostrum intravit, Modestus, eum statum amavi, quante erant lacerti eos, quanta brachia. Down here we have another name, Bulbus. This time it doesn't ask you what his name means, it tells you what his name means. Bulbus is another character which will follow through this stage. And then we have the word contemnere, which means to reject or despise or have contempt for. Rubria responds to her sister, Tibi favet fortuna mea Vilbia, quid autem de bulbo dicus, quem olim amabas. Tibi periculosum est bulbum contemnere, quod res magicas intelligit. Res magicas. What do you suppose that means? Down here we have the word matrimonium, which means marriage. Could have figured that out. And suspirum, which means heartthrob, or do we have a better word for that in English? I hope we do. Vilbia, noli illam pestem commemorare, bulbis, saepe de matrimonio locutus, nihil quam effecit. Sed Modestus, qui fortissimus et audacissimus est, me curare potest. Modestus nunc est suspirum meum. Oh, poor Bulbus. What did he ever do wrong? Or maybe, what did Modestus do right?